It was just earlier this month that the principal scientific advisor to the Government of India had warned about the third wave of coronavirus infections, and he remarked that the third wave is inevitable. However, 2 days later, he modified this remark, saying that the third wave could be avoided through certain strong measures. And as all these speculations came forth in the public domain, local administration and hospitals have already started to ramp up their entire systems in order to stay prepared, just in case if the third wave hits the country. Now, as we talk about different waves in a pandemic, let's first try and understand what does the term wave actually mean. Wave generically is used to describe or refer to the rising and declining trends of infections stretched over a period of time. And since this particular pattern resembles very much to that of a wave, hence the term. Historically, the term wave was used to refer to the seasonality of the disease. And that was because several viral infections are very seasonal in nature and they recur after fixed time intervals. And with that I mean, the infections first rise, then come down, subsequently to rise again after some point in time. Now, if we see the stretch of coronavirus cases in our country so far, India so far has experienced two distinct periods of surges separated by a prolonged low. And if we notice the same trend for certain states or cities, we see that they've had their own waves. For example, if we take Delhi, Delhi so far has experienced 4 waves and Delhi's pattern was largely different when compared to other states like that of Rajasthan or Madhya Pradesh. In such a case, the question still remains, how would one identify the third wave? When we say the third wave, we refer to the possible surge in cases at the very national level, which at present is declining after the 6th of May. If the current trend continues, it is being expected that by the month of July, India would reach the same level of cases as in the month of February. And if at all there is a fresh surge in cases post that, which lasts for several weeks or rather say several months, then it would get classified as the third wave. However, in the meantime, certain states or certain districts may continue to experience local surges, but that won't be described as the third wave until they are powerful enough to alter the direction of the national curve in totality. But by this time, there are a lot of speculations going around about the third wave being much stronger as compared to the second one. Well, to be exact, this is something that cannot be predicted. But for viruses, in most of the cases, it's said that every new wave that comes in would be weaker than the previous one. And this is because when the virus first emerges, the entire population is susceptible. But during the waves that follow, susceptibility in the entire population decreases because some of them would have already gained the immunity by then. But things weren't seen progressing in this fashion, especially in India. And the very reason for that is the lower rate of infection in the first wave. So there were no chances of the spread slowing down or the number of cases coming down in the second wave. Looking at this pattern, it's being speculated about the greater strength of the third wave as compared to the second one. But we must also notice that the vaccination program is going on countrywide, which would induce immunity in a large proportion of the population. So there would be significantly lower number of susceptible people by then. However, gene mutations in the virus can alter all our calculations, and there are chances that the virus may mutate in certain ways that can make it escape the immune response. So the third wave of the pandemic is likely to come, but that is not inevitable, and the scale or timing is something that cannot be predicted. The third wave would possibly be avoided if people continue to take strong measures like they are doing now. However, in case of the third wave, a lot would depend upon how people heed all these warnings. Surely we can take lessons from all our past experiences and what led to the surge of cases in the second wave, implement those measures here, and decrease the rates or decrease the chances of infection in the third wave.